So Joe Biden has received maybe the worst possible endorsement yet to date. Let's go ahead and throw this tear sheet up on the screen. Former Michigan Governor Rick Snyder, in an op-ed, declares that he is voting for Biden. Now, Saagar, you may recall Rick Snyder as the villain who was involved in poisoning the entire city of Flint, Michigan. So there was that.
Okay.
And allegedly engaging in a cover-up, keeping those city residents on the poisoned water and their children much longer than, once a problem was surfaced. They continue to cover it up so that kids who will live with this lead poisoning for the rest of their lives would suffer. That Rick Snyder, not to mention that he was maybe the most aggressive. He and Scott Walker were some of the most aggressive union busters in the entire country. They were coordinating directly with the Kochs on this stuff, setting a model for the entire country of how to bust unions in states that have, of course, a proud history there. Joe Biden needs to distance himself from this, and just even forget about the morality of it, distance himself from this endorsement immediately, because one of the things that actually Michael Moore points out in his film Fahrenheit 11/9 is how the depressed turnout in Flint and other majority black Michigan cities, how that contributed to Hillary's loss. And he actually ties it back to Obama's handholding and help of Snyder in that crisis. And the fact that it just depressed people so greatly that, no, they didn't vote for Donald Trump, but a lot of people just stayed home because they were disgusted with the handling of this thing.
I don't think he's going to disavow it. I think he's going to accept it, as he did with John Kasich, as he did with any other never Trump Republican or Iraq war, war drum people. This is how Snyder says. Snyder says, being a bully is trying to intimidate those who are perceived to be weaker as a threat. As a proud nerd, I had to deal with bullies over many years. It is tragedy watching our world suffer from one. President Trump lacks a moral compass. He ignores the truth. Facts and science matter. Good decisions should be based on facts and supported by sound scientific theory whenever possible, such as poisoning an entire city despite having knowledge.
Lacks a moral compass. Yeah, true. Donald Trump does. You are in no position to talk about a moral compass. Say what you will about Donald Trump. He hasn't it poisoned an entire American city. I mean, this one really, really, really got to me because, look, we've spent time with journalists here. Jordan Sheridan is still doing the work of uncovering what went on there, uncovering whether even today the water is safe. I mean, this goes back to as well, when they switched over from the source that Flint was using, which was perfectly fine and safe, to build this new pipeline, to benefit some big corporations, probably big donors, that sort of thing, done unnecessarily. And it was all part of this, they had these emergency managers that took over some of the Michigan cities. So that's why Snyder was so directly involved in this. And the idea that he is in any position to talk about moral leadership or moral compasses is mind-blowing. In my view, this man should be in prison.
There you go.
Tomorrow on Rising, friend of the show David Sirota is going to be here. Team Rising will be back. Our all-star panelists Colin Rogero and Rachel Bovard are going to be in the virtual Rising House.
All right, remember to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our videos, and don't forget to like and share as well. See you guys tomorrow.
Have a great day, guys.